Title: Shadows of Pine Hill, Episode 1, The Invitation. Ethan, Maya, Tyler, Logan, and Rachel, 5 friends from Chicago, received an invitation to stay at a remote snowy cabin in the Pine Hill Mountains. It came from Rachel's uncle, who mysteriously vanished years ago. Excited for adventure, they accepted, unaware of the horror ahead. Episode 2, Into the White Silence. As they drove through winding snow-covered roads, the landscape turned eerie. Long shadows moved with the trees, and Logan swore he saw someone in the rearview mirror. They reached the cabin as night fell, finding it covered in frost and oddly untouched. Episode 3, The Mirror Room. Exploring the cabin, Rachel found a room full of antique mirrors. When she looked into one, she saw her reflection blink out of sync. That night, shadows moved in the mirrors even when no one stood before them. Episode 4, Bloody Trees. Tyler and Maya ventured into the woods to get firewood and stumbled upon a grove of trees dripping with what looked like blood. The air around the grove was colder, and they heard whispers calling their names. Episode 5, First Disappearance. Logan vanished during the night. The others found his jacket near the mirror room, soaked in something dark. Rachel swore she heard him whispering behind one of the mirrors. Episode 6, Trapped Reflections. Maya tried to cover the mirrors, but the sheets would fall off by morning. Ethan stayed up to watch and saw his own reflection step out of the mirror and vanish. They realized the mirrors were gates, and something was stepping through. Episode 7, The Shadow in the Jail. They discovered a trapdoor beneath the cabin leading to an old stone jail. There were claw marks on the cell walls, and an iron mirror stood at the center. Maya was nearly pulled inside by her own reflection. Episode 8, Whispering Trees. The group returned to the blood trees, where Tyler was dragged into the bark by black vines. Screams echoed from inside the trunk. Rachel passed out and had a vision of the forest watching them. Episode 9, The Woman in Black. A barefoot old woman in black appeared in the snow. She spoke in riddles: break the stone that sees the soul, or be devoured whole. Then she vanished into a long shadow that slithered into the woods. Episode 10, The Book of Shadows. Ethan found a hidden book in the jail, written in blood. It spoke of a cursed mirror buried beneath the cabin, forged by a mad prisoner who turned souls into shadows. They decided to destroy it. Episode 11, The Ritual Begins. Using symbols from the book, they performed a ritual to trap the shadows. Rachel began to bleed from her eyes, whispering in a voice not her own. The house trembled, and the mirrors screamed. Episode 12, The Frozen Attack. Snow outside turned to ice, and black figures emerged from the forest. Ethan and Maya fought them off with fire and salt. The shadows could be burned but not killed. Rachel began convulsing. The shadow was inside her now. Episode 13, The Escape Attempt. They tried to flee in the van but found the road looped back to the cabin. Maya saw a second moon in the sky. The reflection world was merging with theirs. They had limited time before both worlds became one. Episode 14, Breaking the Curse. Ethan discovered the cursed stone under the jail, beating like a heart. He realized they needed Rachel, possessed or not, to destroy it. With Maya's help, he dragged Rachel to the basement for one final ritual. Episode 15, The Final Shadow. Rachel, possessed, fought them until a tear rolled down her cheek. In that brief moment, Ethan smashed the cursed stone with a hammer. A massive scream echoed through the forest. The mirrors shattered. The shadows vanished. The snow stopped. As they left, an old woman waved goodbye from the forest edge, whispering, "Is it over, or just asleep?"